Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pitzling, our vanilla build guide for Cities Skylines on console or anyone playing vanilla on PC as well. As we watch over the cargo area of the airport that we built last time with all these hives of activity happening, I would like to celebrate two big milestones that I'm having right now. The first one is the 19th episode that we're doing right now. Plus, this is 1 year anniversary of this channel and this build guide I started 1 year ago. I'm really happy with all the support that I'm getting, all the messages and all the comments that I'm getting from everyone around here, all the likes. Also, I would like to say happy holidays to everyone watching today and Merry Christmas to anyone celebrating Christmas or any other holidays that you guys are celebrating during this season. Also, just before we get started this episode, I would really appreciate if you can support me and help this channel keep going by simply subscribing to this channel. It's a very easy and cheap way, and you can think about it as either my anniversary gift or my Christmas gift from you guys. And also all the likes and all the comments. I'm always looking forward to having conversation and starting conversation around this build, and I'm really hoping that you're enjoying it so far. And without further ado, we're going to be tackling some major demand of residential and some commercial that we're going to be having so far. So let's jump directly into the episode. So, as you might have noticed, I have quite a bit of residential demand. I want to keep expanding the city. And instead of just doing random suburbs, I had an idea of using this plot to do something a little bit different. And what I'm thinking actually is doing a vacation village that will act as well as residential. I'm not sure if you're familiar with vacation villages, they're all over Europe. It's a very common place for big families to go since it's cheaper and there is a little bit for everything, especially for the kids, with sometimes water parks, some zoos, and some other activities around these vacation villages. And usually, instead of having a big hotel, it's usually small bungalows or small houses spread over a bigger area. Think about center parks as well as one example. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something a little bit similar here. I went ahead and I cleared all the trees already, and here I'm gonna just keep expanding my residential suburban neighborhood. I'm around 23,000 right now, and to reach this next milestone and unlock one more tile, I need to hit the 30,000. So we still have quite a bit to go, but I have a lot of open patches still that I can be using around this area as well, around this corner here, and of course this area that we're going to be working on today. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started, I would like to connect this to my network. And for that, I'm going to keep expanding this road right here that will cross to this side of the river. And to do that, I would like to go over this highway right here. So first, I'm just going to take my landscaping tool. And I know I want the same height here, so I'm just going to choose that one. I'm going to go to the highest level and keep it tight. And from here, I'm just going to go up to that level, and I'll make it tighter once I'm done here. So just make sure it's super tight, close to the river as well. And I'm just gonna take my regular two-way road because it's what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna go straight, make sure my elevation step it down. I don't need this for now. And let's take it from here, and I'm gonna be crossing over this. And I think I need a 3. Maybe a little bit higher than 3. Yeah, that should work. I think like this. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. From here, I just would like to connect this. I'm gonna expand this one just a little bit. So I know I want to go closer to the river since I'm gonna be putting a key, so I'm not worried about changing the shape of the river too much, but I don't want to encroach into it and change. I want to keep that natural river look. So here I'm just gonna go a little bit in. I think to here will be perfect. And here I'm gonna go to our landscaping tool. I'm gonna choose this, and I know I'm gonna be going up to this level from this level around this area. So I'm just gonna hold the X and gently try to slope it. Just give my space a little bit more. Make sure all this looking nice, perfect. And from here, I'm just gonna go to this point, I think. How does it look? Not that great. I'm gonna just keep the same one. Hopefully this one will work better. Let's check. Yeah, that looks a little bit better actually. And from here, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I want to hit this height right here, and we're gonna go from here. So gently slope, make it even gentler, make it a little bit wider since we have the space. And from here, I'm just gonna take this one, choose the curve one. Let's turn on the guidelines and try to hit this guideline. Once I hit it, I turn it perfectly. And let's check the a little bit. I think I can do better. So what I'm gonna do, let's check here. It's still nice. So I'm just gonna try not this one. Go to the lowest. Just raise this here. And let's connect it, and hopefully this will do the trick. I need straight. Still bothering me, so let's see if I can get it a little bit better. As you might know, I try to be as perfect as possible, and sometimes this takes time. Okay, that's much, much better. Let's just hope this from here to here just will connect nicely. Yeah, that does not look too bad. I think I can live with that. Okay, so we have this done. Sorry. From here, I'm gonna take my key, and I'm just gonna use the regular one, and then I'm gonna go as close as possible to here. Let's check the height, that it's actually almost hugging the road. Okay, nice. Same thing from here. Go straight. Why is it not to here? Make sure it's hugging. And then from here, I'm gonna use the curve tool, hit the guideline, and it should just curve nicely and hug the road as it goes up. Now, all I need to do is to push the river a little bit against this, and it all looks good. But before I want to cross to this other side, first I want to take, actually, I'm gonna be using this height around here. Let's just make it bigger to have the landing of the street, and also I'm gonna push this one, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of landscaping. Let's see, it's gonna hit right here, so I'm gonna push a little bit more. I'll come back and make this all look good, but for now I just want a nice flat area for my bridge to land. Oh, there's an animal running. Sorry, I removed all the trees and made this uninhabitable for you. So I'm gonna take my road. I'm going at 90 degrees, and I'm just going straight from this point, and I will hit the 12 and try to lower just with a very slight slope. So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Same thing again. Let's see if I was still same slope. Perfect. And from here, I'm hoping it will just perfect. That's exactly the look I was going for. The bridge looks nice. Maybe let's see if I can have one of the content creator bridges. So this is, no, we don't want 4-lane. Is this the one we used here? Yes. And this one is American 4-lane, European 2-lane. Let's see how this one will look. Maybe we can go like this with an arch in between. Maybe I'll just keep it as an arch. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it with our arches. It's fine. It actually looks nice. From here, I want to do a roundabout. That's why I want it to be flat. So from the bridge, we're gonna take our dirt roads. I want this roundabout to be around 6 by 6. So it's gonna be a 12. And from here, 6, 5, 6. I might. Okay. Oh, perfect. It did properly. Okay, looks great. Then let's change it to our one-way system. I'm gonna use the 3. I'm gonna keep this one connected for now. So from there, I'm gonna have 2 roads, one eventually going into a tunnel up here in this mountain because I'm at the edge of the map. So just to emulate that the road is continuing going up somewhere and then goes into tunnel and we don't know exactly where it goes. And one road that will come through here and cross back into this area as well. And the final one will be coming into the residential village. Then meeting this highway again. This one will eventually go to the mountain and disappear into a tunnel, so we can hide a little bit at the end of the city. To get started, I'm gonna take our dirt roads. I'm just gonna be working with them, and I would like to get this area a little bit ready. So I'm just gonna take my freeform, draw this to here. And from here, we're gonna be start the plan. So let's get ready and we're gonna be starting our vacation village. Now to get started, what I would like to do is have a reception area for the vacation village. And for that, I have a very specific asset I want to use, but let's just get this area ready. I don't want it to be right at the bottom here, but I don't want it to be right at the top. So I'm just going to take one height right here and make this area, prepare this area a little bit. Let's go a little bit smaller so we don't encroach in the river. And that should be a little bit more here. Perfect. So now we have here what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be taking our dirt roads. So I'm just gonna plan everything with dirt roads. We don't need the guidelines. I'm gonna go here. Just gonna maybe go straight right here. Maybe a little bit more in. Perfect. I think that's the perfect position. And then the asset I'm gonna be using is this park maintenance building. So let's just plop it and then we'll discuss quickly why I think this is like a good. So as you can see, it has multiple buildings with these at the back, and for some reason I think this front building look like a nice reception, with some parking spots when people are just checking in, they can park and go check in, get their keys or whatever, with some administrative buildings at the back. And here it's more of the actual maintenance of the vacation village, or you can think about it, all the deliveries might be coming here. Um, s- so yeah, I think this is a nice building to use. And then what I'm gonna be doing, I'm just gonna go to Curve Road. Sorry, it's this one, and then guidelines. And from here, curve it gently. Perfect. That looks good. Then the next big things that I wanted to put are the parking lots. Sorry, I need to go back here. Let's just push this one a little bit, not too much. If you've ever been to one of these big vacation villages, you will remember, or you will know that they do have quite a big parking space, and it's usually just surface parking. It's not like an underground parking or a parkade building. It's just surface parking. And usually it's right close to the entrance before you go a little bit more in, or like you have a big one by the entrance, a little bit one somewhere else. So to get that effect, I'm just gonna use, I just need a straight line for now. I'm gonna go here, and I think I need 10. And let's just take our big parking. Perfect. And to finalize it, I'm just gonna be adding a little bit more. Perfect. I'm just gonna trim here. And I would like to add a, not as big as the other one, but another one maybe around this area. I don't want the road guidelines for now, so I'm just gonna turn it off. And let's add, and I think this for the side is gonna be good. So let's just go here. And perfect. And for here, in between, I want to have the main building or the hotel, because sometimes in these vacation villages, you have the bungalows, but sometimes you have like a hotel building as well. And I would like to give that option for people that don't want to have a big bungalow to still enjoy this area. So for that, I want to make it a little bit higher than the rest. So maybe I'm gonna take a little bit this height right here, and let's, maybe that's too much, maybe a little bit lower. Okay, and for that one, I have one of these from the Mountain Village content creator pack. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. I really like the look of this one. It looks nice. I think it fits the theme. So I wanna put it in here, but I think I put this a little bit too close. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm just gonna be moving this a little bit more to the side. And let's close. And let's expand this area a little bit more. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna use a straight line right here. Perfect. And I'll take the building and just plop it right here. Perfect. Looks nice right here. I'll make it an entrance to it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So for now, what I like to do, I'm just gonna push this a little bit more in. And then I'm gonna take our dirt road curve. And I want my road guidelines because I wanna go all the way. Oh, are they not on? Yeah, they're on now. I'm gonna go hit that one here. And then from here, what I would like to do, I'm gonna try to go. Let's try to turn off everything. I want to center this right here. So maybe from here. Don't worry, because that's not the... can I go this side first? Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I use the curve one, and I'm just gonna go with the lower angle so it can be more... have more freedom. Yeah, that worked here. Maybe... Perfect, that worked here, and I'm gonna remove this one. And then you have that raised road going toward the hotel. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. So now we have the main hotel building. We're gonna add the amenities that usually you find in a vacation village, and usually they're around the big building as well. Um, I always wanted to have a swimming pool for this area, so I'm gonna go make sure it's 80. No. So maybe we'll take it from here. It's not 100%. Maybe let's take it. We'll go a little bit less so we'll be more free, and they want to center it a little bit on this entrance. So let's see if we can do it. Okay, so let's use this as our main, and then from here what I can do, I can just go back here. Go back to 90, curve. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Let's see if I can do one last try. Where is the curve road? And now, hopefully, no, we still, anyway, um, maybe I'm not gonna have, I'm just gonna do a path there. So from there, I'm gonna go out. Let's make sure we're at 90. We'll go straight here. I need the cord, this, yeah. And I'm gonna do the same thing where I take the curve one. Hit this one. Perfect. And for here, what I'm gonna be adding first are the swimming pool area. So, sorry, I'm a little bit sick. So let's take the swimming pool area. We're gonna add it right here. And I wanted to add the sauna as well, but the sauna has an interesting entry. So maybe we're gonna take the pool and we're gonna move it. Then let's take the sauna. Yeah, so the entrance is here and the pool is right next to it. Perfect. And I'm just gonna move this. Let's see if we can move it a little bit. Yeah, so it looks like it's one big building where the families can enter the pool, but like the adults, if they want a little bit more time, they can enter the sauna separately, which has a separate entrance, but it's right next to the main building. The other one I needed to add was some kind of restaurants. I'm gonna be having a bunch of them around the property, and so I'm gonna be starting with the big one. That's where most is this one. Yeah, this one. That's where most people will be having usually their big meals. And maybe I'm gonna change the visual. This is what I love about these parks that came with the hotels and retreats, that you can change the variants and the visual, and I think this works perfectly in this area. Um, I might add something else around, but for now, I think this is good. And I was thinking for the people staying at the hotel, they will have their own space for food, somewhere a little bit nicer. So what I was thinking is to give them maybe a separate one. So let's make space. Maybe I'm just gonna take a little bit more from the mountain, sorry mountain. And I wanted to use the one that came with the mountain village. This one, the mountain buffet. And for this one, let's just take a road. Let's curve it. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna turn this one. Let's try it, turn first. As you can see, I did not really try this before, so this is just like me plotting everything and hoping for the best, but it's fun, I guess. You can just enjoy. Even if I say sometimes you have to try to plan a little bit everything, it's not necessary. You can always just have fun and try new things, and if it does not work, it does not work, and you redo it again, and that's totally fine as well. This is a 4x4, so I'm just gonna go here. And I'm gonna take this and let's turn it. Yeah, I think this is a better visual this way. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it this way. I'm gonna trim this one. I just want... Perfect. Then one last thing I wanted to add is accommodation for our staff. For that, I want it to be a little bit off the way. So maybe somewhere around here, a little bit on a higher. So just like smooth, so this does not look too weird with this higher elevation. It's quite a big building, so maybe a little bit more. Okay, and from here, I'm just gonna draw this. For that one, I need something a little bit unusual. I need to increase my industrial area, so I'm just gonna take this one. And once I get here, oh, I can't even catch it. Okay, I can, and then what I can do, I'm just gonna cut off the rest. Oops. So yeah, now this is actually connected to this one, even if it's not physically connected, it's connected. Uh, and for the building I was looking for is this forestry barracks, and I think it really fits like a housing for people working here. So now I think all the main buildings are in place, and they just need to lay down the network and start actually uh, zoning a little bit. So let's do that. So now we have all of this set up. Let's just make sure everything is properly connected. And from here, I'm just gonna gently slope this one from this area, and we're gonna start from here and gently slope this one towards here. And let's just use our curved road tool, making sure our guidelines are on, and that gently slope it into there. Connect that one here. We have to connect this one as well. So let's use the sloping terrain maybe from this point, and then just gonna gently slope it here as well. And from here, I'm just gonna use our freeform, and I'm just gonna turn it this way, and then from there, curve the road to meet this one and connect, and that looks good. And then we're gonna make some frames for our. So from here, I think I'm just gonna do some semicircles and just be a little bit creative with our freeforms. Actually, before that, I wanna do one that almost follows the shape of our bay, but not too much. I don't want to be too close to the water either, so I'm gonna go a little bit more in. Maybe here, there, here. Maybe this one can go straight to meet this one here. And from here, I actually want to connect this area to this other side as well. So I'm just gonna make, I'm gonna connect this one to here. And I think from here, I'm just gonna go straight. We're gonna go 12. Let's just use the lowest. Here we need the zoning. So from here, go 12. I'm just gonna use a freeform to give it a nice slant in towards here. And let's just create. I think I'm gonna go here, and from here I'm gonna go this way, and maybe, yeah, I think that's it for this area. I don't want too much on that side anyway. And let's connect. I'm gonna go, maybe gonna hit this and go here, and then I'm just gonna connect this one to this area here somehow. Perfect, it works. And I'm gonna make some interesting shapes inside. Maybe from here, going toward this area. From here, going toward this area. So the ones that I'm gonna be using are 1x2, so I don't need really big. And here I want to use the hotels and retreats cabins. So now we have this all set up. I think the road layout looks good. I'm gonna upgrade some of the main roads to our tree-lined ones, just to give them a little bit. So I think here I'm gonna do the center tree. Let's upgrade this here. Okay, looks nice. And from here I'm gonna upgrade these to the... Okay, now we have an issue with this one. So I'm gonna have to delete here. I'm gonna use this one curved. Let's remove the guidelines. I'm just looking for the curved option. I just want to everything off. Maybe I'll start from here. It's gonna... Please don't give me a hard time. Now that everything is set up, I might have to push this one a little bit further back to make this work. So I'm just gonna put it right here for now. And I'm gonna use the road here. And let's move it back. Looks centered. And let's go tree center, curved from the center right here. And connect it down. And same thing on this side. And connect it down. And that looks better. Perfect. Then here I'm just gonna upgrade these ones to our regular no park streets with the wide. Here, let's keep this one. And here I'm just gonna keep the dirt roads because I think it looks nice. And for the rest of it, I'm just gonna keep the dirt roads except for the center area. Again, I'm having issues with the positioning of all of these. So let's just gently move this one a little bit. Hopefully we can upgrade. Okay, that worked. Here, let's just move these for now. Let's upgrade these to our... And let's put it back in this corner. As much as I can against the corner. Perfect. And the pool right next to it. Great. Okay. For the rest, I'm just going to keep the dirt roads. I think they look better. As I said, let's add those hotel and resort cabins. This is the ones. This one, as you can see, only requires nature. So somewhere where there is high nature potential, close to water, close to trees. So once I add the trees, it's going to go higher. And something to do like attractions. And we have those here. You can here and you can change between the lenses to see where you can be. So we have some sightseeing right here concentrated, and we have some nature right here close to the mountains. But once we add the trees, it's going to be added. I'm going to also add more stuff in the middle here, so it should be fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spam these cabins all around here. Actually, this is one of the easiest ways you can use these cabins to generate quite a bit of income for yourself and to get to those higher levels in your Sorry, I'm trying to do a lot at the same time. If you want to go up the levels for your hotels and resort to get to that next level, this is one of the easiest way because these cabins only requires nature and attractions, so you can put them somewhere where their nature potential is quite high, next to rivers, mountains, forests, and then spam some of the attractions around to get that last sightseeing requirement, and then you can just max up the income, and it works quite well. I'm gonna put some here as well. Maybe here, one here, and let's move this one a little bit more. I don't want it there. Okay, so I think that's enough there, and here is gonna be good. And what I need now is I'm gonna just draw a district around this whole area. So let's start from here and just like try to follow. So to name it, what should we name it? I guess I'm gonna name it Pitzlin or Hope. Let's call it Pitzlin Hope Center Parks, since this is the look I'm going for. Pitzlin Hope. Uh, I'm just gonna say CC Center Parks, CP. Yeah, perfect. And then I want to change the housing to the self-sufficient building, since this is the ones I'm gonna be going for. And what I can do is just I'm gonna start zoning. Remember I said they're 1 by 2, so I'm just gonna go, and I like to keep a little bit of distance between them, and I'm gonna add some paths, some trees, just to give that um, image of bungalows scattered around the area. No, maybe one here and the other one here. Perfect. Let's remove this one, add it here, add one here, one here. I'm just gonna do this corner first, and then I'll do the rest. I don't want to put too many. I like to keep a little bit of space between them. So I'm gonna, and some here, last but not least. And I think for now, I'm gonna keep it this way. Let's add some sports fields, so they have stuff to do as well. So what I'm gonna be doing, I think I'm gonna upgrade this to a main road so I can put my sport field here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it that way. I want to have some tennis courts for people. So maybe just some tennis courts here. Some basketball courts. And then I'm thinking about having one big, maybe soccer. Or should I have a baseball? This is too big. Let's add this one. I think it looks very nice. Yeah. Perfect. Then I'm just going to add some of those smaller fields to complement it here. Maybe some vegetable gardens for people to practice. And a cafe around this area. So we need now to connect electricity. For now, what I'm gonna be doing, I think I'm just gonna be, I will run some power from here, and this is just temporary. Let's see if I can run here. Yeah. And can we run it from, no, from here? Again, this is just temporary until I figure out how I'm gonna do it. The water, I already did it away from this. Um, sorry, off camera. And just because we have a little bit of residential here, we want to give them options for other stuff. So I'm gonna put actually some commercial buildings right here because sometimes you do find like a McDonald's or some of these like weird shops in these locations. So I'm just gonna put maybe and maybe a bigger one right here in this corner. And maybe I'll put some more around here for people that are just coming and it's maybe off the property where they have more options for some more commercial building. So let's just look at our, sorry, yeah, this one. So yeah, now we maximize the sightseeing as well. As you can see, it's all green, which means all of our cabins should be having the highest satisfaction necessary. So we can just crank this one all the way um, for all of them. And you can see like it's multiple of them. So it's going to be making us quite a bit of money once this area is up and coming and actually buzzing with a hive of activity that we're going to be doing and adding all the details later on in the time lapse, detailing time lapse. So let's just add, sorry, everything here. And the other thing I want to keep an eye on is this is the actually the look I was trying to go for. These like smaller, they look like modular houses, but they're like nice small cabins that look like it's vacation. You have like one kitchen area open into a bedroom area for vacation. So I think this is what I'm going to be going for. These I think might be a little bit too small, but maybe I'm going to keep them as well. They all look good, so I'm not going to go historicalize them. So I'm just going to keep them until they go to level 5. Both this and this, you can think about this as having two double beds, and this is only a single bed, or this one having a kitchen area, and these ones would not be having a kitchen area. So they both actually work for our needs. Here, there is this small Denny's. I think that looks actually good in this corner, so I'm just gonna go make it historical. Perfect. And let's see what kind of shops we're gonna get here. This one is still needing electricity. I mean, let's just run this one fast, but I'll connect it in a bit. I'm gonna have some parking space for our staff as well right here in our detailing time lapse. Um, I think I want to put a school, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put the school here or around this area where actually people are living. I'm still deciding. But for now, let's see how we're doing with this area since I did not check, but I think I need some more attractions um, to get the sightseeing. And since it's next to a highway, I will need a lot of trees. So I'll do this during the detailing time lapse of our video. So I think this is a good place where I can go off camera and do some other stuff because I am having the general layout. You have a good idea of where I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to bring this. So what I'm gonna be doing is actually right now I'm just gonna discuss it and do it off camera. I'm gonna expand this suburban neighborhood a little bit into this area right here, and then eventually the main road of this one and this one will connect and then follows here and go up and crosses over the highway and joins this roundabout. So I'm gonna do this quickly off camera, and we'll come back and discuss the next steps in our guide this time. Okay, let's review quickly what I did off camera right now. So I connected this road right here and put some parking for our um, staff that will be staying in this area. Also added some parks on this corner because I noticed these did not have the highest rating for sightseeing or attractions. So just to get to those higher numbers. I do like this one, so I'm gonna make it. And I think having a laundromat in an area like this actually makes sense, so I'm gonna keep this one as well. I created this corner right here, right off the actual roundabout, and to be honest, let's now remove this. We don't need it. Hopefully, okay, then it's gonna be working fine. And I gave it the local produce specialization because I wanted to have like the almost like a shopping area with some grocery stores and some more local produce kind of feel to it. So that's why I'm just gonna zone right here since we have a little bit of demand for shopping. So hopefully this will uh, satisfy it. Also, I connected this road crossing over the highway and gently sloping down into our area right here, and finally connecting back to this corner that we created last time. I'm still struggling with the assets here. Please don't ask me why this is happening. I don't know. Expanded our suburban area, and I'm gonna be slowly adding zoning here as needed. So hopefully, let's see if that power is gonna jump to the side. If not, I have a way of doing that and forcing it. I'm just gonna do one more here, not too close to the train tracks. Okay. And for this area right here, I actually put the countryside properties because as it goes a little bit further away from the city, I want a little bit more country feel to these properties and a little bit more space to them. So once I finish zoning this area, this is what I'm going to be doing right here for this countryside estates. Um, so yeah, right now what I'm have to do is just like slowly keep zoning our bungalows right here, keeping a little bit of space to put a little bit more paths. I also wanted to add more things like these rock climbing that we have here. Let's check them out. Is it this one? This the tent? Where was the rock climbing area? It was part of this one. I'm quite sure. Oh, this one. For example, something like this, perfect. And again, gonna be adding more of these like huts around to give this area a little bit more personality as well, and more paths and all that jazz. Also, I'm not gonna forget about this area. I'm gonna be doing the same thing, um, adding more personality to it. Uh, this I think I'm gonna put it somewhere maybe around this area so to bring more people there, but we'll see. This will be mostly I I have an issue with this building. Why is it abandoned? So I have to remove it. Interesting enough, we have a recycling center here, but it's saying this one is not receiving any recycling trucks. Do we have our city service? I don't see any trucks coming. Hopefully it will get sorted out. Are these all busy? Only two are being used. So this is when actually you can see that sometimes vanilla has its issues, but we have to deal with it. But I think it's not. It's gonna be fine. So yeah, so right now what I think I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be jumping directly into our detailing time lapse. I want to keep this episode shorts and sweet, just getting this up and running and giving you an idea of how it will look like at the end. And this is something I've actually never seen before. I don't know if any other content creator actually made the vacation village. I've seen something similar, but not quite. So this is something a bit different. So I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed this so far. I'm gonna make sure that I keep some of these assets, the ones I wanted and the ones that I don't like. I'm just gonna remove them. But for now, I think they all work quite well. I like this one. I like this one. Yeah, yeah, they're looking good. I'm gonna put a gate to demarc the area here, as well as you can see here for people to be using this. But once this changes, this is more for actually the services. So I'm gonna put a little bit of a gate again and some fencing around it, add a little bit of trees, spruce it a little bit, more paths, more options, and maybe even like start a hiking system around this mountain once we unlock the tile. um, Also, I'm still keeping an eye on these assets. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting them. We have a little bit more of our demand. Let's see if the electricity jumped. No, it did not jump. Maybe let's see if I put one here. Maybe it's a little bit closer to that one. And then one here. And I'm hoping if these can make jump over the highway. If not, I'm just gonna put a sensor below the highway. That's always an easy solution. To get the problem solved. So yeah, so without further ado, let's jump directly into our detailed time lapse, and then we'll meet at the end and discuss what we've been doing. I just realized I did not start recording when I was doing the time lapse, unfortunately, which is a shame. But we can review quickly. It's not that big of a deal, as you might know. I just continued zoning these small bungalows for our vacation village, and you can see they're already being developed, and a lot of people are actually moving in to this area. And we can just like go in here and we can see how many households we have. Around 72 households, and around 244 people, which is not a lot, but it still holds quite a bit of population for something that's not supposed to be a population draw. Also, it's making us quite a bit of money, as you can see, per residents. We're making 192 dollars simoleons per um, week, and you can see how many we already have. I'm not sure, I don't want to count them, but they're around 15 already, which is quite a bit of income. um, yeah, so I still did not finish here. I added some more trees just to close this area. Some pathways in between the houses to improve the connectivity. Also, I added some parks, some areas for picnics, some dog parks, some areas for fire, so people can enjoy their evening while camping on this corner. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing in the future, but since I don't have a lot of time today, I think this is it for this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this very short, intense, but um, a very cool idea that I've not seen before. Again, thank you so much again of all the support that I'm receiving. Merry Christmas if you're watching this when it came out. Happy holidays and Happy New Year's. Please do subscribe. It really helps me keep going. Like and comment and let me know what you think about something like this, our vacation village in Cities Skyline. But without further ado, I'm gonna let you go, and I hope to see you soon. A new episode will be coming out before the end of the year, so stay tuned for that one. Enjoy your holidays, have a good day, and see you next time. Thank you so much, and bye.